Mate, I first started out at West when my brother came down. I think he was 6 and I was about 4. My old man actually, not many people know this, but he played his junior footy at Brothers, and he was walking when the first Gateway Bridge was open. He was walking over the bridge. He met a bloke named Greg Campbell, had a son the same age in his pram, which was my brother. And then they got to talk, and then he got him down to West, and here we are 30 years later, kind of notching up the 400s. Playing down here as a junior, we had a pretty special group of boys that we played from under 7s all the way through to under 13s, and we all went from here up to BBC, and we had a pretty successful year group at BBC, and my dad has installed in me, all my life about loyalty, this and that. And, every time I'd drive past, when I wasn't playing here for that 4 or 5 years, you'd always see, oh yeah, that's my club, that's my club. And, I remember uni actually came through and they poached a lot of those guys and they went across, and, there was only me and 2 or 3 other blokes that, actually stuck it out and came back to West. And, back then, you make a pretty big deal out of it, and you burn a few bridges and stuff. But yeah, no, mate, it's I think it's just the loyalty factor that my dad installed in me, and just the memories that I had down here as a junior playing rugby. So one of the real influential blokes for me was at my time here was Stan Pilecki. It was really special forming that friendship with him. Even knowing him before I came down to the club, and then I came down here in Colts and I won Colt Clubman of the Year award, and he presented me my award then, and remembered me from there, and we kind of sparked up a fairly good friendship, and to kind of form a friendship with a guy like that, and then man of that character, it's pretty special. But there's also guys like you watch all the back in the day when they used to have the games on ABC and stuff, you'd watch guys like Cassidy Holland and kind of Nick Grigorski and stuff run around in, that golden era of the, late 90s and early 2000s down here. And, kind of 5, 6 years down the track, I'm actually playing with those blokes, and I'm, I consider them friends, and that both of those guys are, kind of lifelong friends of mine now, and it's, it's like as a young bloke looking up to the Wallabies, and then you actually get to be, you get to be involved. They're involved in your life. You're helping them out, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So no, it's pretty special. Oh, it might sound corny, but at the end of the day, it's the people. It's the people who you meet, and it's the people who make a rugby club. If I quit, 10 years ago or whatever, when I was 24, and left it at that, there's probably another 300 or 300 people that I wouldn't have in my life or consider friends or have made those relationships. And it's as cheesy as it sounds, it's really the people that make a rugby club. So yeah, mate, it's a number, and at the end of the day, it's a pretty special thing to do. But yeah, I always loved rugby since I played my first game down at 4 years old. So I knew I was going to milk it for all I got. I've had a few bad injuries, but I think I've been kind of pretty lucky at the same time. So it's we'll see if I can get to 5. Thanks to my mum, my dad, my brother, everyone that I've met at the club over the years. It's a very special place.